Hi, Collective. It's Shana. Y'all, let's get a question answer reading, okay? Woo, child. These are my new toys, Collective. Tuning forks, okay? I got the chakra ones, and they're colorful. I like them. I need to get the the crystal foots. Or something like that. All right, let me focus, Collective. I just saw 44 on the clock. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe, Collective. Let me get some water, Collective. How you been, Collective? I miss you, Collective. I miss you, Collective. Okay, Collective. We have 5 questions today, Collective. Okay, the first question is... Okay, is that the first question? Who wrote that question, Collective? Okay. Question number 1. Okay, it sounds so juvenile, but I must have wrote it. Okay, it says, does AI have a counterpart? Okay, like a boyfriend, a girlfriend. Okay, the soulmate, Collective. Let's see. Archangel Michael, don't flip and don't let me... Ooh, child, that came out there with purpose, I feel. So maybe the question wasn't that silly after all. Let me wet the sponge a little more. Let's see what's going on in the ethers. Ooh, like Ether News. I think somebody has that name on theirs. But that's accurate. Ether News, right? Thank you. What is the Oh, no. The second question. The second question is, what is the next major event? Oh, I didn't finish the questions. That will occur in... Now, I wanted to say... let's say Japan. Okay, that's what came to my mind. But I wanted to say China, but Japan popped in my head. Okay, so let's go there. What's the next major event that will occur in Japan? I think that's a True Master, Collective. Okay, I think, if I'm not mistaken. All right, it says, next question, it says, how does Russia feel about America? Or Putin? Let's be more specific. How does Russian President Putin feel about America? Just give us his honest assessment, his honest thoughts. We won't get angry. I won't, Collective. People can think what they want to think, right? Who am I, the thought police? No, of course not. Who would waste their time on such a job? Okay, let me do this. I feel like I need another one, Collective. Okay, let's keep going. Show me, how does Putin feel about America? Oh my goodness, Collective. Get the heck out of here. I'm sure you saw it. We'll get there. Okay, wow. I'm starting to like this guy, Collective. Okay. All right, let's keep this as the mystery. Collective, my energy is all over the place. Okay, I'm going to settle down, okay? All right. Question number 4, okay? I just write part of these questions. I don't know what that's about. All right. Give us a message from the giants. What would the giants like to say at this time? I would like to know where they're at, though. What would the giants like to say? Oh my goodness, Collective. What is, you think these... Oh my goodness, Collective. These people have no idea what they've done. Okay? I feel like this should be another mystery card. like, what do you call that when the momentum is building, okay? Like an acceleration. All right, so thank you, Giants. Thank you so much, okay? Number 5, and last and final question. What role does, what in the world is that? Oh, Bigfoot. I don't know why I be writing these questions like this. What role does Bigfoot play in this day and time? What is their role? I don't know. I guess Bigfoot say, what you mean? What is your role? It is to be, right? But what is Bigfoot? Maybe we should have asked what Bigfoot wanted to say. But what is the role of Bigfoot? Maybe to expand our minds and our conscience. Oh my, I don't know why those pop out there like that, okay? All right, let's go. This should be interesting. I'm getting hieroglyphics, okay? I think they about to take it way, way back for us, collective. We're going to learn something here. Hopefully. Let me just move them over a little bit. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. What the hell was that first question? They funny. They so funny. I can't even laugh, collective. This is just hilarious, okay? It's so hilarious that, and it's so clever, and so, it's just highly evolved. These responses, collective, okay? And if we keep sticking in there, we're going to really discover whatever it is we want to know, okay? But look, collective. Now, the first question, and those who know this name and why I'm laughing, they'll laugh too, okay? Okay, does AI have a counterpart, collective? This has got to go into, where is, what's his name, Cat Williams? I got to give him this material. He can put this into a really funny joke, okay? Let me say the question again, collective. I said, does AI, I feel like I'm going to church. I said, forgive me, my Christian brothers and sisters, okay? Regardless your color, okay? But look, does AI have a counterpart, collective? Collective. They gave me the name Higgs. This woman is my so-called fallen twin, or whoever this, the devil in my life, okay? This is his wife, and she's a bigger devil than he is, okay? This is the counterpart of AI, because this woman has ran and trashed my name, my credit, my everything, my image, everything, all up and down the internet, collective, all over the world. I don't even know this nasty woman like this, okay? For her to think that she had the right to go around and hoe up my name and my image, collective. That's the part that really pisses me off, okay? To the point where these people have invaded my life so much that they've been in my home. My home is still bugged everywhere. Every last one of them. They gonna pay. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, but she is the counterpart of AI because she's so engrossed, like a nasty pig, forgive me, swallowing in dirt and mud, okay? Forgive me, collective. But how they gonna give that? Forgive me. I'm just pissed, okay? Because, and they do all this in secret, collective. Huh. They do it all in secret, okay? All right, ancestors. I don't know why you going to trigger me like that on the camera, okay? But look, she's the counterpart because she's part of the reason, as well as my sister, that all of my devices are hacked. They probably put a camera in my eye, collective, okay? So that they can watch. They're so obsessed with watching people do things in terms of the carnal, the body, collective. They want to see you wash and wipe your face and scratch your butt and have relations, and because they're low vibrational, collective, no high vibrational person. And sure, we're in a dirty world, right? So I'm sure many of us have possibly viewed porn at some point in our life, okay? But at some point you have to take the high road, okay? But the extreme that these people have gone with me, okay? It's disgusting, okay? And there's something very wrong with these people, and there's something very wrong in a nation, in a world that could permit this collective. Okay, but she's a counterpart of AI, okay? So you know why the questions, the answers to the AI questions have been coming out like this, okay? This is crazy. How in the world they gonna give you an answer like that, collective? Let's go. Let's see. Hopefully they're gonna take it to a lighter place. Well, didn't I just say woo child? Collective, woo child. This is so funny. All right, y'all, forgive me, collective. Let me get my voice together. Let me pause. Collective, okay? See, this is like science, okay? They triggered me purposely, okay? They inspired me to write that question, collective. I told you, I struggle, okay? But I'm being guided. I'm being guided, okay? And it's like seeds that are being dropped, okay? The same with the guide for me to say woo child, because I was thinking about the card, collective. The reason I was thinking about the card is because the card was right there in the deck. And I was feeling it at a different level, right? So that's why they say when you're reading, if certain things, you know, go forward, unless it's just really something crazy, right? But go forward because it's a reason for it, okay? It's in the vicinity, okay? All right, but they like woo child, so they tripping because they put the name out there. They knew I was going to go back and read the question, and I was going to be like, ain't that was going to trigger me, collective, okay? And it triggered me to say probably some harsh words, collective, okay? I'm sure it has to be harsh, okay? But this is what they wanted me to say, these harsh words. My ancestors, okay? And they keep saying who they. My ancestors, okay? They wanted me to get my thing off in like a minute or two, okay? To release some of the tension. And now they're like, whoop, child, okay? They like in the stands cheering me on, collective. Okay, let's get one clarifier on this, and we're going to keep moving. I think I've said enough. And I know they've done enough, collective, okay? Ancestors, what do you want to say to this Hicks name, the counterpart of AI? Collective, they just funny. She's a mad scientist, okay, of sorts. She's not real bright though, right? But in terms of the scientist effect, there is something there. She's like a walking parasite or something. Forgive me, collective. And maybe I'm saying this, maybe they want me to trigger these people, okay? Because they triggered me really bad, okay? But maybe they want me to trigger these people because maybe they're like, we're all tired of waiting. It's like this huge standoff, right? I'm here, they're there, and they keep coming to where I am, right? And today they did something real petty, collective, okay? They threw, after I washed my car, okay? They threw cornstarch all over my car, okay? Yeah. So maybe this is why they trigger me. Because at first I wasn't even going to say nothing about it, right? Because I just got my little water. I documented it. I made a report, right? But look, I got my water. And I got it off the car, collective. These people, they ain't stopping my gifts and my joy. They're stopping their own. Okay, so this is what they wanted me to talk about. And what did I ask? Oh, that was at the bottom of it. No, I asked, what is Woo Child? Something, collective. Yeah, Woo Child, I think. Or Hicks. No, I said, what you want to say to Hicks? Okay, they want to say she's a mad scientist. In this case, it could be he, okay? And just put the names where it goes, okay? Maybe there was a third party situation that you may have been in the past, okay? Before you fully asserted your, excuse me, self-worth, right? And, you know, it's something like that. And they're connected to a mad person. And your person may very well be a mad lunatic, okay? Or the devil, okay? Himself or herself. Okay. All right, Hicks. Okay. Okay? So I don't know, maybe this person sent someone to do that to my car, because that's interesting how these are lining up. Okay? And I just got a tap in my what would be in that region? Maybe the lower intestinal region. Yeah, maybe in the small intestines, like in the middle area. Okay? Closer to the navel. She's been trying to attach for a long time. I don't think she want to do that, collective. They're just baiting these people, okay? I don't know, collective. I just feel like things have shifted. And it's almost like they're taunting people, okay? All right. Show me this mad scientist. What's that about? Uber Lyft driver is involved. Ask questions, okay? Give me a name on this Uber Lyft driver. Binary code, yes, no frequency. It would be nice to maybe do like a binary deck. Would be like a lot of yes, no type stuff, right? Finish line. I was thinking today too that, hey, forgive me, collective. They're always attacking my throat chakra, okay? This has been going on since when I was a little girl. That's why I did not talk much my whole life, okay? All right, but look. I forgot what I was going to say, collective. It's terrible. Okay, finish line. Oh, yeah, the matrix. I was saying that we broke it. Collective is broken. It's just trying to mask and pretend as if it's still strong. It's not. The numbers are falling away. Okay, collective? And it's not going to just happen it could, but I don't feel like it's just going to happen like kabam, kaplooey, right? It's gonna, how when you see those things when they have the numbers like showing the matrix and it's falling down the screen, almost like it's falling away. Okay? All right. Show me the finish line. I feel like this is some sort of revelation. Okay? What is this about this mad scientist and this collaboration, right? But can we get a name on this? Maybe this person. Hicks is a Uber or Lyft driver. Collective, these cards are coming out angry. Okay, we got it. We got it. She's the one that sent this twin to poison me, okay? It's all coming out in the wash, collective. Your twin secretly poisoned you in the past because she's been controlling this twin like a puppet, okay, for a long time. And he knows it, okay? All right, bottom of the deck. What did I ask about this Uber? You killed collective. It's like they sitting here talking. I'm telling you, like we're having a conversation, okay? This is what's going on. An even equal exchange of information. Well, I don't have a lot of information, but I got questions, collective, okay? But look, your twin secretly poisoned you in the past. At the bottom of the deck, you can't put that genie back in the bottle. Collective, these people have destroyed their lives, okay? And look, you carry out cell at the bottom of the deck with a mad scientist. Okay, something ain't right. And poison, something ain't right, collective. What kind of poison was this? Show me. What was this poison? Okay, you are, let's get the bottom two. And we're going to move to the next question, okay? You are a collective, and I am the generational curse breakers. So these are some of the riffraff that's been sent out to stop those from ascending, okay? And from breaking the curses, generational curses, which have to be done in order to cause the paradigm shift, okay? We have to. How are things going to shift if we don't shift motion, the trajectory or whatever? If you want to turn a car, you have to turn the wheel, right? So if we want to make a vibrational shift, we have to raise the energy. How do we do that? By discovering nasty stuff that's been going on in the family for years and generations, right? And then we expose it. And in turn, we destroy it, collective. All right, what was the question, collective? Something about this poison. Oh, what kind was it? The dead has returned, okay? They're here. But I don't know, it's in the reverse. Maybe they returned, they got a few, and they took them up to the ship, and they'll be back. I don't know. It's something going on, okay? And they are taking some people off, World Collective. It keeps coming out here in different readings. Smile, you're beautiful. They're here. Stoking the fire, collective. They stoking the fire. We're going to clarify that one, and we're going to move on. Somebody got good hair. Show me stoking the fire. What's that, ancestors? Energy horse. Okay. That's what they've been doing, stoking the fire, collective. They like poking the bear, collective. Barber. This one comes out a lot. It could be a barber. Show me the role of this barber. That's where placebo effect in the reverse. I feel like somebody's not, this is like lacking, needing a healing, I'm getting. But there is none. Queen of Swords powering up. This person with me, they were involved, okay? This one fell out, y'all. A bot. This person was being used like a bot by this counterpart of the AI system. You got binary code bot and the AI question, okay? And maybe you're speaking as the Queen of Swords, okay? And maybe you're in, online as well. But look, all right, y'all, we about to close this part out. Show me this Queen of Swords powering up. What's that about? And we're going to move on, collective. Expenditures, okay. So that's things, bills, or things you have to pay out money for, right? That heifer, collective, I could just... I just have to breathe. The nerve. Nasty thing, a swamp rat. Getting all up in my energy, spending up my inheritances, possibly living in my home. A nasty, filthy, foul beast, collective. Forgive me, collective, I'm telling you. There's a beast in my home, collective. And they just ripped in and they bullied all through my things, and they treat me like the past tense of treat, right? They treat me like a piece of dung on the floor, collective, on somebody's shoe. They did. A child of the Most High. That's what they did, collective. And I know they did it to you too, collective. They really want me to rain on the day, okay? Expenditures. Outspending my money on nasty, filthy, foul stuff, collective. Dirtying up my name up in Denver, Colorado. She's a Archangel Michael. Why is this? What are these expenditures? That's a location where she took credit cards, I believe, in my name, and just looted my royal lineage, collective. That's like them going in, and not to be arrogant or anything, okay? But it's like them going into the tomb of King Tut and just looting and doing all that. And all those people, key figures, they pass mysteriously, okay? What are these expenditures in Denver, Colorado? And they used to travel in this region a lot, collective. Arizona, in these places. They travel. Tower, somebody don't love somebody. Or Tower, somebody do love somebody, but somebody else don't love them. Thank you. Maybe that's the Tower. This came out yesterday, right? You're going to hit the lottery tomorrow. Somebody about to hit the jackpot. It don't have to be the lottery. Eukaryote cell, clearly defined nucleus membrane. Show me that eukaryote cell. Something nasty and disgusting, collective. Roman artifacts. Roland. Okay. I thought this was possibly my father's name, the person that could have been my father. I used to hear this name all the time when I was a little girl, okay? And he used to have a bar or something. And we used to go down there. My mother would take me down there with, okay? All right, collective, let's leave this here because I'm getting irritated, okay? I'm getting real irritated. We're about to go through this. It says, number 2, let me focus. What is the next major event that will occur in Japan? True Master, I thought I saw that. Maybe they're going to start doing martial arts more, okay? Marquise, what the world? Maybe Marquise is over in Japan learning martial arts, collective. What the heck is going on here? What was the question? What is the next major event? Okay, this could be more practical. This could be some people involved in the situation. This could be a fireman, okay? Show me this, True Master. What's that about? Genetics professor, collective. Olmecs. They're studying our DNA. Something. I'm getting DNA with genetics, right? And they're really good. I don't know where they're teaching about it, collective, but in order to teach about it, you had to study it, I would think. Show me these Olmecs. I'm getting natives. I'm getting the Moors and Murs, you know. Show me the Olmecs. Ancestors doing a geek leak on these karmas. Danny Boy. Oh, Danny Boy might be I think he was either the military general, crooked one, or the transvestite or something, collective. And they could be one and the same person. Bobby Hemmett, the master teacher. I know that he's been coming out in 2 reads. There's something to do with Bobby Hemmett. Okay, I feel like they want to address, you know, what they did to him with this Count Dracula as well. All right, but I can't get to the bottom of this, collective. There's some sort of ruckus going on that'll be going on possibly. I don't know why this would come out for Japan, though. True Master, Olmecs, Bobby Hemmett. Okay, so we definitely have a true master. We have master teacher. Genetics, something about teaching, collective, about genetics. Possibly Danny Boy. And the ancestors are getting these people or something. These people are energy drainers, collective, but I don't know why it would be in Japan, okay? Maybe they moved to Japan. They say a lot of black people are moving to Japan, okay? Not that they all have to be black, but in my situation, right? I don't know. What is Danny Boy's job? What does he do for a living? Oh my goodness, collective. This is what he does. He sells and he buys melanin, okay? Melanin, approximately $450 per gram. And these nasty people, all these nasty people have been in my energy, okay? We're going to bring them up from the deep, collective. And then we're going to clap the waves. Get them all, let them all get in there. Best trip ever, this Negro, okay? And I don't know, I don't think he's a black, he could be. But look at this. This is what they do. They're traveling to Japan, collective. What the fuck? That's what I'm getting. That they're traveling to Japan, possibly to meet a genetics professor, collective. A true master. Something regarding Bobby Hemmett. I don't know. Master teacher. Maybe they're talking about this person. But something about this Olmec DNA, okay? But I feel like this person's doing a transaction, collective. Okay? But the ancestors are doing a geekalik. Maybe they're going to get caught in the midst. I hope Archangel Michael show me. Ancestors doing a geekalik on these karmics. Anderson. Wow, collective. That's beautiful. Now, I spoke about in a different video, okay? So they're talking about, they're making it practical, okay? I keep having this big highfalutin expectation for the responses. They're talking about practical situations, okay? So, but look, this name, wow, collective. Okay, so this is an operation that they have going on, okay? They're exposing my situation in the read, right? To help me know how to read it, right? But also to show the inner workings of the operation, collective. But look, this is, I believe, my grandfather, okay, that they hid from me. He used to always come and see me, though, but I always knew him as my oldest sister's father, okay? Now, I suspected that my oldest sister could be my mother through incest or something, okay? But, collective, I don't know. But I do feel like this is my my grandfather. I feel like they hurt him too, okay? Okay, but this is the ancestor doing the geekalik on these people, okay? They're traveling with these people. They think they're getting to Japan, collective. They might get there. They might, I don't know. I said something about clap the waves. They might shake the land up. The scales are going to be balanced, collective. Thank you, Elijah. Okay, thank you so very much. Do you want to say something to your daughter, Dania? I feel like I should get, let's keep that one. I don't think I need that one, but let's see. True intentions revealed, okay? So it's like your own father, their own ancestors are working against them, collective. Because it's just not right with the people, these people, I don't know what they are, Klingons, what they're doing, collective, is not right. And not to give every Klingon a bad name, forgive me, okay? Let's go. Elijah, they thought they could play you. Now they know they can't, collective, it's in the reverse. Not no more. Last one. F out of here. You know you messed up. Anytime your father, okay, is taking a stance against you, you know you messed up. It's crystal clear. Collective, you hear my They get me, collective. I still get up though. All right. Yeah. Don't nobody like what you did. Don't nobody with my so-called family. Collective. I can only imagine. I can realize what you've been through, okay? It's just the type of stuff that you really can't speak to other people about. Because many people don't understand, but that's changing today. Many more people are talking about it. The fact that you're talking about it, and you have been for so long, right? It's changing, it's shifting the planet, okay? All right, let's go. Collective, how long? Oh my goodness, collective. Question number 3. How does Putin feel about America? He feels that we're Satan worshipers, collective. I can't say that he's wrong, okay? I feel like he sees crystal clear with that clear quartz crystal. He sees that there's an infestation of Satan worshipers. Quicksand, and he sees that the nation is quickly sinking. Something about Tana. This Tana's been coming out a lot. This is an elite. That's what I believe, okay? Show me, Tanner, why is this important? A Satan worshiper. Royal Family Collective. What the heck? Bottom of the deck? Heart is beating for you, okay? My heart is beating for you. I don't know. I'm getting the Royal Family like the Klingons Collective. Show me this Royal Family. What was the question again? How does Putin feel about America? Wow, something about the Royal Family. School Principal Collective. Maybe Tanner. What the heck is going on here, Collective? Maybe Putin tagged this person's phone. All right, forgive me, Putin. Population Genetics Collective. Get out of here. Now look, in the past, we spoke about how the gifted and talented programs are tied to these children being starseeds and just children, intelligent children, right, being singled out and tracked. I was in one of those programs, Collective. They didn't call it that, okay? Because they're looking for something special, okay? They're looking for something special. But I'm still getting the Royal Family, like the Royal Family, the ones over there in London or whatever. Maybe they're talking about them too. All right, let's get the bottom. Earth Angels Activate Collective. They're trying to keep you from activating, okay? And they're starting in the schools. What was the question again? Okay, so I feel like Putin knows a lot about what's going on, okay? And I feel like Putin knows that the nation is quickly sinking because of their crimes against Earth Angels, okay? And not that everyone did it, right? But so many people are just standing back and they're doing nothing. That's the problem, Collective. So it's like when they had to clear out the planet before, right? They cleared it out with water, right? And different things. I don't know, Collective. Now they're going to use the sun. And that's what it sounds like, the peaceful resolution. Okay, let me go on. Quicksand, show me that. We're going to go to the next question. We're about to close this out, Collective. I apologize. I do this every time. And then I just ramble on and on and on, okay? And this one was terrible, but I said some terrible things out of my mouth, didn't I? All right, Collective. I think they want me to put this one out, though. Teflon. I'm getting Teflon on, Collective, but that could be toxins. What was that question I asked all of this for? What question? Oh, my goodness. Collective, what? Oh, did I say Earth Angels? Maybe that's it, because I see good stuff, okay? Earth Angels Activate. DNA Kit Collective. It's all about DNA, okay? Secured the bag, okay? Meeting with off-world beings, okay? So something about DNA. I think it's because, Collective, this is deep, okay? So this makes sense that Putin would know stuff like this, okay? Because the Anunnaki has been purported for many years. They've been over there fighting, okay? I don't think they're still fighting, but... Okay, so it's Earth Angels. He feels that these are Satan worshippers, right? I feel like the schools are tied into it, right? This is what he knows and feels, right? Something about somebody, Tanner. He knows something. I'm getting specifically, right? Something about a royal family. He could be talking about you, right? Or as well as the royal family could be involved, okay? But you're peaceful, okay? You're Earth Angels. They're messing with your DNA, Collective. There's a meeting off-world, or they had one, okay? Secured the bag. Let's see this meeting. Collective, I never. And this one just fell out. From jail to prison. These people are guilty, okay? And they know it. Meeting with off-world beings. What was this meeting about? So Putin knows something about a meeting with off-world beings. Show me this bag. What's in this bag? Secured the bag. What's in the bag, Archangel Michael? I feel like you're exposing these people. Thank you. Somebody else had a what? What was it? The lottery tomorrow? Okay, I feel like somebody's definitely gonna get some money. Collective. What the hell with this? Madam of the night with expect $1,000 this week. What the hell is that, collective? Okay. Maybe someone, they're talking about prostitution and he knows something about that. Or maybe I don't know, collective. Meeting with all four beings. Grandmother clause. The oldest contract. This came out before in the other read. The oldest contract that the earth has, the gender contract, determines if Earth would be a masculine or feminine planet. Rod Hayes, okay? They're talking about who's going to rule. The matriarchy is supposed to come in, right? So I guess it's just talking about how they're going to put these misogynists down, collective. Ain't that something? They talking about that on the ship too, collective. Your sister is secretly living in your stolen home. Okay? These people are pathetic, collective. This system. It's like, is this the only way you can make money? Is being the man? That's why this sister's out here, the Madam of the Night, collective. Is being a Madam of the Night and stealing and possibly oofing people just so you can live in a home and then you still smell like sulfur and SHIT, collective. It don't make sense. You know that these people, they're being occupied. A lot of them have sold their souls, and some of them just came in with none. Okay, I don't know. We had the box. All right, so I just feel like Putin knows that it's terribly messed up out here. And on this, they're meeting about this sister in your stolen home, collective. Okay? Yeah, they can't get no respect. They're thoroughly disgusted with this Madam of the Night. Oh my God, collective. Let's go on, okay? My condolences, collective. And children are involved. This is why it's so harsh and so severe, collective. I don't know if my sister, forgive me, if anybody in my family had passed, they're not even going to tell me, collective. I'm telling you, they're not going to say it. I'll have to find out about it eventually in some other way. All right? But yeah, because children are involved. We owe a debt to the children, collective. These people have really shown. That's why the separation's happening. Because these people, they're allowing these people to show who they really are. I was looking at that card, okay? I promise you, I'm telling you, these children, they're going to be saved. They're going to be protected. And these people are going to be removed for this. It's just disgusting. I don't know what to say, collective. It's abnormal. It's abnormal activity. It's worse than that, but it's very bizarre and I don't know, demented, but highly abnormal activity, okay? I don't know. But okay, we owe a debt to the children. I promise you, there is nothing and no one that can stop this. These children are going to get their respect, okay? And they're going to get justice. And that, collective, look at this. These are my family, collective. These names. These are my family, okay? Now, when they said your sister, oh, they're talking about this sister. Thank you. And her father, collective. Is this the power of his name? Yes, it is, collective. Anderson, her father, my grandfather, right? He loved me, I could tell. He would always come and visit me when I was younger. I remember one time when I think my sister took me over to his place, right? And I met his other sister or his other daughter, right? I don't know if it was his child or if he just married into, they were married into the family, right? But I could see, I was always very perceptive. I could see the hatred in that sister's eyes when she looked at me, collective. But I was in a home, I was growing up in extreme poverty, okay, in some ways. And just really harsh life growing up, right? And they had a decent home, right? What we consider decent, right? But I didn't go in her home with hatred in my heart for her. I didn't know the woman, right? And I guess it showed the level of self-love I had for myself in terms of just liking myself enough not to hate somebody else for their home or whatever, collective. But I saw the hatred in that woman's eyes for me. And her name comes out in many reads, okay? But thank you. Her father is telling me what she did. And there's many things surrounding my child. I know they wanted to have my child taken from me. And when they couldn't do it through the court systems, right? I believe, and I just heard a confirmation somewhere, they got together and they've been trying to kidnap my son, Collective, okay? Oh, so this is not the other sister. Wow. But something ain't right. Maybe it's two they're talking, because this sister, I don't see this sister as a Madam of the Night. She could be. I'm thinking about the younger sister or the middle sister, okay? Collective, this is just a lot. Forgive me that I'm working all this out online. It's just the way it's coming out, Collective. The mouth, wow, Collective. I think one of my family members have passed, okay? Like I said, they're not going to tell me. They're not going to tell me, okay? Or because I asked the sister, I spoke to her maybe a month or two ago, because it was just too much. I had to just let her know, and just air it out a little bit, right? And I was trying to give her the opportunity to speak the truth, because I'm trying to find out if she's really my mother. There is a connection. There's a reason why, her father would come and visit me all the time as a child. And my son, before he was born, I had my daughter then, he would always ask me, when am I going to have a son so he could pass on his legacy, okay? Yeah. And when he would come visit me, I saw he had a beautiful smile, and just a beautiful smile, okay? And I could see the affection he had towards me, right? In a healthy way, right? Yeah. And some of his family, they know. I can't remember the name of that aunt, because she was the one who pulled me up at a funeral one time. And I thought she was confusing me with my older sister, asking, where's the daughter or whatever. Or something she asked, right? And, yeah, I don't know, Collective. Or one other thing could be as well, is that, which I always thought when I first learned that my father wasn't my biological father, I always thought at that point, I said, okay, my mother and Elijah had me on the sneak tip. Because my mom was already married to the man that, I see as my father. And I feel like, that was my initial thing. But then they came in with all these confusing ideas, and Brady and Gray, I don't know, Collective. They just playing games. But either way, the truth is coming out today. Okay, now you look stupid. Everybody looks stupid, right? It's that intoxicating fortune. You see it and it drives you insane. But these people were already insane, Collective. Collective, I don't know. This could be, I don't know. I think, man, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's saying that he passed. Excuse me. Maybe that's a confirmation, okay? And he's saying that the sister's still secretly living in your home. These people are deranged, Collective. I can imagine how deranged this sister looks right now, okay? This sister also, yeah. All right. Elijah Anderson, would you like to say anything else? And forgive me for not calling you Grandpa, okay? Fake friends and co-workers, okay? So now they want to talk about other people. It's just so many betrayals, Collective. Matt. Okay, maybe that's for one of y'all, Collective. But that name Matt sounds familiar too. Somebody I might have worked with. Okay, but I feel like this is relevant more so to one of the people, my collective. It's true, that's my voice is going away. Collective. Y'all think about it. Somebody named Matt, okay? Some sort of similar storyline going on out here, okay? Okay, but this is all under Russia, Collective. So Russia know all about this, okay? This could be twin flame stuff going on too, collective, okay? Because for Russia to know about this, okay? And for there to be an off-world meeting, yeah, because the Earth Angels, that's why. Yeah. So I feel like we're all been going through very similar situations. Because they've been trying to take us down. They're attacking us, okay? And my family, they're involved in such, really huge, like, dark, secret societies, okay? So this is why they always come out. They're involved in, like, a major one, collective. Like that royal family type one, okay? All right. Thank you, Putin. Putin, do you have any advice for America? And when I ask America. Do you have any advice for America going into the future? Good advice, Putin. Osiris, Lord of the underworld, Judge of the dead, very wise, powerful, collective. He telling these people, you under judgment. That's the advice, okay? For messing with the Empress, collective. I feel like Osiris came out in the last read, and I think with the Black Mona Lisa or something, right? But I feel like Osiris is like personally, like somebody's dead, collective. Okay, I don't know. I'm getting that vibe, okay? But it's like, and it's like a clan of Earth Angel. And not to say divine masculines, they're not disregarding you all, okay? But the empresses are important at this time, okay? Because we're going into the matriarchy soon, right? Or whatever that means, okay? So they're really attacking us. So they want to highlight us as well, the ancestors, right? Okay. And this Osiris represents the divine masculine, collective. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous, okay? And activate. I feel like the activation is some of us coming together, actually, physically. Okay? And some of us just having some sort of soul activation, maybe. All right. Thank you. And maybe he knows that this is the reason why all this is going on. Because they're trying to prevent this activation of these earth angels, right? And these empresses and divine masculines, right? In order to prevent this this change. It's nothing they can do about it, though. There's a meeting going on off-world, collective. What are they going to do? Okay? What are they going to do? Nothing. Take the next step, okay? We're going to take the next step, okay? And what is the next step? Collective, I'm sleeping. And I'm just rambling on out here, but the cards are just coming out there like that. Buddha, go and learn something, collective. That's what they're saying to us. They say Buddha, the intelligent one, the teacher of the laws of the universe. They're about to teach us something. Isn't that beautiful? And that's what Putin is saying. For us to learn something, we need to go and focus on developing our minds, okay? And opening our hearts, possibly. Maybe Putin over there smoking a pipe, okay? And now it's like that pipe card coming out. It's like him dropping the mic, collective. All right, I'm going to leave you alone, Putin. Thank you so much. Those words were insightful. Okay, we're almost there. Question number 4, messages from the Giants, collective. I saw this one, okay? The Giants ain't playing either. Putting Eggers on the clock. Like Sobek, collective. Okay, I like Sobek. Something for a saxophone player, collective. Who was that again? Messages from the Giants. Okay, they got theirs. They getting a saxophone player. A saxophone. Oh, collective. Get the hell out of here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, but these are family members, collective. Okay? A lot of this is like straight family. Over here, they dealt with the riffraff and the swamp trash, right? But here they're dealing with the family members in a different way, okay? You may have a family member, somebody's playing who plays the saxophone, okay? Or maybe it'll be like, oh, somebody likes jazz music collective. That could be it as well. And it's like the voodoo priestess, okay? Where's she at? Let's get her name out here. Because they like attention. Let's see what these children will do next, collective. What are they going to throw next on the car, huh? I guess, I ain't going to say that because I would be really upset. I was about to say something. If they throw that on my car, I'm going to really be upset. I'm going to have to call to the White House. I need to call to the White House, collective. I'm looking for that name. She don't want to be seen, I guess. And collective, I hope I ain't had my... I got to watch myself on this camera. Because I just sit down and do these cards and, yeah. But look, yeah, she don't want to come out. But she's the voodoo priestess, okay? I know that this one's been doing stuff for a long time. She's been dark for a long time, okay? But it says, I just thought it was like she just had no love in her heart, right? But yeah, she did all this. That voodoo doll, she made a voodoo doll of me. And it's just trifling, collective. She's so jealous of me. These women are so jealous of me, collective. And collective, I'm just a regular woman. But they're jealous of my mind, collective. They're jealous of, you know, as well as for you. It's the inner beauty, okay? It's the expression of the heart, right? And the energy that comes with that. All right, but it says, that voodoo doll you made of me, okay, running through your crib like Chucky, okay? All right, what was the next thing? That was for messages from the Giants, okay? They don't like it either. And like I said, I feel like this might be my brother Kevin, too, saying this to her, okay? Native American lineage, okay? So that's your Native Americans. Then we have Olmecs. Oh, child. And the Giants, they put niggas on the clock, collective. All right, let's see if we can get one clarifier, and we're going to close it out with the other ones. You're going to have peace. I feel like this is a lot of land and wealth that's been stolen, okay? Show me that Native American lineage. Court proceedings. They're in court about this house, collective. They've been hiding it all from me. Okay, I don't know what this is. Something about OBGYN, collective, and Native Americans. We could be going back to that Tuskegee stuff. We know this has been the, you know, the plan to get us all sick, right? And you see what's going on down there in South Carolina and other places. I saw another guy talking about Houston, Texas, okay? So I don't know, collective, and I hope nobody's still going out to the club, okay? And sitting in the bar or anything like that. Okay, I'm sure we're not. All right, show me that OBGYN. Something in court about this, collective. And what is this? I gotta keep going back to the question because they're so practical. I don't know. This is what the Giants, everybody's snitching on these people, collective. Everybody. Show me. I don't know why I'm so tired. Yeah, I told you it's a lot of wealth, but what the hell is this? Maybe something to do with birth, maybe? It says the type of wealth that would drive most insane, okay? And these people are really insane, collective. Rumpelstiltskin. Something with, I think, scientist, collective. Science and sex. Something about ice cream lover. All right, y'all, we're about to close this out. What's going to be the outcome of this court proceedings? They better give you your stuff back, collective. There's a card stuck there. Let's get that one too. Solar Maximum. Corporation. I'm getting exposure of a corporation with this devil. Maybe this is why this name keep coming out. They are part of a corporation. I see you have protection though. Okay? The secret of Yidong. One other thing. This could be a biotech place, okay? What type of corporation? What is this? Because all we've been talking about is genetics, right? Out here. So much genetics out here. And melanin, right? The Popo. Is that the... Oh, my goodness. Something about the Popo Collective. Maybe Dibbles is an officer or something with the Popo. The corporation could be the Popo Collective. Okay? It must be a lot of corruption going on, okay? It says I got a lot of efforts in my bucket. Alright. Maybe they put you in a false marriage contract in order to get your wealth, okay? Alright. Do you want to say anything to this corporation, devil person, Popo people? A hip-hop artist. And it fell out here on Mad Him Up Tonight like that. Okay, it's just a lot going on, collective. And I'm sweating. Head of the snake. Collective, my condolences. I feel like something's going on out here. A lot of something's going on out here, okay? Wow. A hip-hop artist. Give me a name for that hip-hop artist. It's too late for the enemy in the reverse. Maybe they have a chance. Or maybe, if you touch these cards, these are people that's been wanting to steal my cards, collective. Ain't that crazy? They ain't gonna touch my card. If they touch my cards, the whole heaven's gonna break open and dump a pile of water on everybody's head, okay? Not your head. All of these people this is stupid, collective. They want to steal my cards. The head of the snake, these high elite people, collective. They want to break into my home once more and they want to steal my cards. How? It's just pathetic, collective. It's childish and pathetic. This is why they have to have an off-world meeting about the stupidity of these people. And they won't stop, so they're going to have to be ushered off the planet. I'll be glad when it happens, collective, okay? It's just, it hurts the mind to keep reading this stuff. It's really, I feel like it's detrimental to the health and the wealth and the well-being of the mind to have to read this stuff. But, and then they're really good at masking themselves, okay? Because they put on nice things and they put on nice smells, okay? And in secret, they do stuff like this out here, collective, okay? I feel like Dibble is the head of the snake. And this is the person possibly that wants to steal my cards, okay? Or possibly somebody wants to steal something from you. There's something about a hip-hop artist. Maybe this is a law enforcement that does hip-hop as well. Okay. I don't know, collective. It's just childish at this point. Do you have any final messages for this question? For Giants, do you have any final thing to say to these people? These Count Draculas. Collective. We know they don't stop. They don't stop attacking me, okay? They don't stop attacking you, okay? We never expect them to stop. That's why they have to be stopped. What about these attacks? Energy attacks. I know I had one the other day in that read. Okay. Listen to that loud card. Let me pause for a minute. Okay, collective, I'm back. See? It's true. You're a bait for the divine, okay? So it's like they're reeling these people in. Listen to all this stupid noise. Forgive me, people, if you have loud cars. I just don't know why. But maybe you can put it in the comments, okay? But another thing about the comments, collective, they've taken away my comments, okay? I don't even have an option to make a comment anymore. My comments are on the settings, right? But the past, like, maybe, I can't remember, certain videos, I can't even make a comment on anybody else's channel, right? Only comments I can make is if somebody else comments, then I can reply. So I don't even know if you can see the comments, okay? Yeah, these people are just real petty, collective. It's just getting worse and worse, okay? All right. Yeah, you're bait for the divine. So they're just reeling all these Draculas in, okay? And thank you for helping to transmute this energy. I know it's tough. I know it. All right, bottom of the deck. Sibling rivalry. And that's exactly what I've been going through, collective. These are your siblings that are sending these Count Dracula attacks, okay? But you're bait for the divine because you're the curse breaker. Okay, so they got to get them all and get them real good. And that's your ancestors, okay? And all the goofballs that work with them. And they're trapped. They're probably trapped in the home that was for you, left for you, collective. They're trapped. They're trapped in the matrix. They're trapped in their minds, collective. And you still have this fool thinking they're going to go to Japan. Oh, you know what? Maybe they're talking about this is a part of the big, like the Trail of Tears, so to speak, right? With the natives, right? And this is like where they go back and forth to Japan, one of the locations, okay, to bring in this melanin and to perform these transactions, okay? This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, collective, I have totally made this too long. All right, but they're trapped. Okay, what does this sister want to say? The sister who's living in your stolen home. What does she want to say? Justice is my therapy. She don't want to say that. Motorcycle club. Okay, collective. This family matters. Once again, collective. They rap collective. Okay? What in the world? Now, this card for me, it's like a motorcycle club full of pedophiles, collective. Okay? But I know I wrote this card for a particular family member, an in-law, who I don't even know who. But this is what I felt regarding me, okay? With this person, as well as their own children. This is for entertainment purposes only, but this is what I believe as far as me, okay? What was it just? Okay, yeah, you're going to get justice, collective. They nasty, collective. Show me, you got a name for this one? I don't think it's in here. The card's almost gone. Give me a name for this motorcycle club or the person you're talking about. Maybe it's out here. 7th house, marriage, contracts, romantic partners, business partners, life-changing partnerships. Collective, these people are just disgusting, okay? And it could be a whole club, right? I did look up, I'm not going to say the name of that club, right? Motorcycle club. But these were the big beer drinkers, collective. Beer, 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 okay? Beer and look at this. I picture a whole bunch of slobs, collective. Oh, it's disgusting. They're going to, if they don't stop this, I'm telling you, they're going to destroy everything that is wicked. Okay, if they got to take us off, they having meetings off world. If they got to take us up out of here and destroy these people, okay, and Mother Earth just allow her to really vent and purge herself emotionally, they're going to clear it all out, collective. This is one of those situations. They're just saying that this is infested. We don't have enough failing prisons to hold them, right? But we have to try, right? But we have to try, right? But yeah, it's just not going to look good. Well, oh my goodness, collective. Let me get out of here, okay? Let me get out of here. It's like they know me. It's almost like I'm a puppet for them, collective, okay? But we talked about the avatar. I am my ancestors' avatar, okay? And they are mine. I'm operating in this realm. They're operating in their realm as well as this realm, okay? And vice versa. I'm out there too, as well as for you. It's a wipeout, collective, I'm telling you. There's no other way to clean up this type of insanity, collective. And insanity does not serve this justice. There's no other way to do it. Okay, so this should make us feel safe again. We will start to feel safe again. And they're trying to delay this wipeout from coming. It's coming. Let's see one more at the bottom of the deck. Collective, I was feeling it, okay? Get out of here. This is the wipeout. They know it. And this is why they want to take these cards, collective. Because they know, just typical, a lot of times for tarot, we just think, okay, right? Cards regarding the things, they typically come out like relationships and some stuff, right? And then other readers, they do write things about their interests, right? And that's the important part. Write about what you're interested in. And that's what I do, okay? And I have a lot of interests. So it's almost like forming, and here they go again with that. They're trying to do that. Well, that's all right. But look, it's almost like forming a communication, a language. You know what I'm saying? Like a different language, but not. And they enjoy speaking with us. This is what I'm getting, collective. Because they want to tell us what's going on. They want to give us the tea, okay? All right, but that's the wipeout, okay? Neutrino storm, collective. Small mass elementary particle. No electrical charge. Short range, weak. Gravitational pull. Can pass through matter unimpeded and undetected. Yep. That's it, collective. That's it. That's the wipeout. Collective, forgive me, okay? I'm happy, okay? I'm happy. I gotta rejoice because all this suffering and pain. And I can't laugh at these people when they get jacked. You mean to tell me I can't laugh? Come on. Come on, collective. All right. Last and final question. Oh, this will be interesting. I don't know if I can interpret it, okay? And hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. I know I rambled. And then when I ramble, I get hyperactive. And then when I get hyperactive, it interferes with my speech, okay? More, okay? But look. All right, the last question says, what role does Bigfoot play this day and time? Come on, Bigfoot. I'm rooting for you, Bigfoot. Bigfoot hasn't come out in a while either. Moody. I feel like Bigfoot is moody. I don't feel like this is a name. I think this is an emotion. Maybe he's feeling sad, or she. Mr. and Mrs. Smith in the reverse, a toxic couple. There's some sort of emotional thing going on. It's a wrap, collect. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right, collective. We ain't gonna read on this one too much, okay? But let's just get a couple, okay? Oh my goodness. Okay, so they're making it practical. All right, so there's a relationship out here that's coming to an end. That's what I'm getting, okay? I feel like someone in the relationship is very moody. Okay, this is what Bigfoot wants to talk about, okay? Someone within the relationship, or maybe the whole relationship is just so toxic, okay? And it's over. It's a wrap. Let's get pull a couple for shits and giggles, collective. And forgive me, it's not funny. But it's a good thing because the relationship is toxic, right? And it's holding both of them back. Let's go. This is funny. They so funny, collective. I don't know. And it's like they just cutthroat with some of this stuff. I don't know what the hell to say, okay? Show me moody, collective, and they're eager to talk, okay? Which lets me know that, hey, they don't care. Even if you're rambling on, it's like, try to just show the cards. The people will figure it out, right? All right. Show me this Mr. and Mrs. Smith in the reverse. You have anything? Okay, let's put that one. And we're going to close out with the mystery. And show me it's a wrap. It's a wrap, collective. Somebody always gossiping too. And they always moody, I'm getting. Bottom of the... Oh my goodness, collective. Sexual harassment. Maybe somebody in the relationship was... found out about sexual harassment or something, collective. Because when I say, come on, right? I said in the video before, that's what the guy who sexually harassed me, he said to me, like, come on. You know, like, showing you my wing wong on the phone, that's not that bad, right? Yeah. So that's why I said it too in the video, but I didn't mention it. Why I said it. All right, that's funny, okay? Moody. I feel like someone's just emotional, just a drag to be around, okay? Oh my goodness. You wonder why, right? This is why the person's moody. It's a backfire. What is this question again? What role? Okay, that's right. What role does Bigfoot play this day and time? Okay, I know so many people, they would just love to wring my neck, collective. I'm telling you, it's like a strong love-hate relationship. It's very dangerous, collective. Okay? And it's not love. It's, I don't know, obsession. That's what it is. Okay, death spells. This is why the person's moody. Because they've been doing death spells for a very long time, collective. Probably on every and anyone, okay? Anyone that they can do them on, okay? Don't make me show you how I get down. No, I don't know, collective. It's in the reverse. No, there'll be no showing. Somebody's getting their butt whipped. A primordial butt whipping, collective, okay? They just want to talk about this stuff. They just be putting people's business all out in the street like that. I guess so. They put my business all out in the street all the time, okay? But look, I guess it's equal opportunity, okay? But look, increased velocity. This is picking up. This is picking up. But we have somebody who does sexual harassment. I hope not. I don't know. One time I had a dream or something about my daughter at work being sexually harassed. And I asked her, and she said no. But I don't know, collective. And my mom said it too. She said it like after that. I did like a little quick read to see it. And she confirmed it. They're going to pay for everything, collective. Everything. Okay. Yeah, okay, death spells. They're getting their butt beat because they did this to themselves, collective. And they've probably been doing it, Lord knows how long. My family's been doing, and family and whoever these crazy people are they work with, they've been doing this on me for 50-some years, collective. Okay? Let's see this toxic couple. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Maybe the whole couple's being taken down. But I feel like they're separating. Something's changing. Transmutation. Mary, that's somebody's name, collective, in this moody couple. It's a wrap, okay, since somebody doesn't like it. This could be a family member, could be, or it could be, ooh, no, is that, could be a family member or someone around you, okay? Pull back the curtains. It's a wrap. They pull back the curtains, or they're about to. It's like the finale in a play or something. They're always gossiping. I feel like people know that this person's just a troublemaker. Oh my goodness, collective outbreak. Okay? Wow, this is crazy. I'm getting sexual. This is what all this has been talking about, okay? I feel. And this could be talking about some of those places in those states that they were saying, right? Collective, I'm just tired of these nasty people. It's not going to be long because the sun going to blow, the sun going to blow, the sun going to blow. Okay? Calling all gods to duty. See, they're in the middle of this. They don't want us to activate. This is why they keep coming out here with these outbreaks and these diseases and, you know, sending in these big booty girls, okay? Big booty girls, okay? And I know especially black men. I think white men are becoming that way too. They just love big booties. I don't understand. It's a part of, and don't get me wrong, the feminine figure, we have beautiful figures, right? But it's a part of the sickness, I think, with black men that has been fostered in that prison system, okay? Because who wants to be, and I know part of it is just the pleasing aesthetics of the feminine form, right? But why are you so obsessed with a butt? That is the place where the waist, forgive me, y'all. Oh, I'm not meaning no disrespect, okay? No disrespect to anybody. But I feel like it's something that's been, you know, planted within us, right? And I also feel like nobody's perfect. I also feel that it's important for you to be yourself, right? And if you say and you feel like, hey, this is what I am, and you have the courage to be that, then I have to respect that. And I have to, it doesn't take away from, you know, the honor I should have for you if you're a good person, right? You know, at the same time, I feel like they have created a lot of these issues. And they placed it on us. And now we carry their burdens, okay? It's also a form of destiny swap. Because look, at many years ago, they would talk about how they were putting certain hormone drugs in the water and stuff, right? And how it was affecting us in terms of our so-called roles in feminine and masculine, right? So I feel like we just have been being manipulated for a long time. So I feel like in time, you know, we'll be able to work through all the issues. We may all be just completely different. Those of us who make it through the neutrino storm, okay? I feel like it's going to activate us. That's why we have earth angels activate. And we have the neutrino storms, okay? It's either going to kick a butt or it's going to activate one, okay? All right, collective. Yeah, something about this out. Let's get the outbreak. They're gossiping them. They're pulling back the curtains on this outbreak. What is this one? Oh yeah, calling all gods to duty. So that's my masculines, right? Where did this outbreak begin? Shoot, air god. Could be something in the air, collective. Something carried by the air. Shoot, air god. Strength, speed, stamina, separation. Bottom of the deck, where? Tidy home. Something in the home, possibly, collective. With the air, I don't know. We have police involvement, right? Or some kind of law enforcement I'm getting, or military. Oh, what is this cloning in the land? That fell out there in Randall, okay? This is like a bigger operation going on here. And why are we clarifying this stuff again? Collective, I hope y'all remembered the questions, okay? I don't know. All right. Any final messages? What is this home thing? Why does this tidy home come out so much? It's annoying. I don't know. Teflon. Could be chemicals in the home. Ooh. Okay. I think they're just saying your home is protected. That maybe they're trying to send something to your home by air. That's what I'm getting. With these following, okay? To cause some kind of outbreak, possibly, collective, okay? These people are strange. They will stop at nothing. That's why the sun gon' blow, the sun gon' blow, the sun gon' blow, okay? I'm getting that you have a tidy home, okay? And you have protection at your home. And it's like with this Teflon. Teflon is really strong, right? And it's real black too, right? I think. Okay, so it's like it's indestructible. It's impenetrable. Let me see if I can say it. Impenetrable. Okay, it's impenetrable. Okay, collective. I did it, collective. Yeah. It's like a force field. I'm getting that they can't get through. All right. Ye don't. You have anything to say? We ain't got much left. Ye don't. What you want to say? Ye don't. You got something to say? Collective, I think this is the longest video I've done today. Ye don't. Show me. I walk around, pin on my waist, chip on my shoulder. Many men. It's still talking about family, collective. Perkins. Let me see. Family member. Good hair. Something about good hair. Now this Perkins grandchild, family member of mine, they always kept the hair nice. Let's see. One more. The projection hall, collective. I think these people have been all over there messing with my devices over there in their projection hall. This family, I think they probably let them get a sneak peek of this stuff. Who knows what they're making over there, collective? Who knows what they're making, okay? Mystery card number 1. Collective, this has been all about DNA out here. Okay? Genes and genetics. Every question has to do with genetics, just about. All of them are connected. Golgi apparatus. Responsible, because I wrote this card after that, that other one, right? But I didn't write it right then, though. Responsible for transporting, modifying, and packaging proteins and lipids into vesicles for delivery to targeted destinations, right? So those vesicles would be like what? Like an air bubble, but I think that one would have like liquid in it, right? Like that cytoplasmic fluid, I think they call it, right? But within it is stuff, okay? Whatever they want to move through the cell or whatever they want to put in there and say, hey, now you go. It's like getting in a little taxi, okay? Coming outside or something. It's like, okay, I'm catching a ride over here, okay? And then it can also excrete stuff, I think, out of the cell wall to like kick it out, right? So I feel this is important because I believe it says what? Proteins and lipids into vesicles for delivery to targeted destinations, okay? So if they're trying to change a particular aspect in the body, that would help with genetics. If you can put something in like a little vehicle or a car, and you can say, okay, because within the vesicles, they transport, right? You can say, hey, now put those groceries in there. Now I want you to drive on up there, maybe break out of the cell wall, possibly, right? Drive on up there to the heart and the lungs, okay? And deliver the package, collective. And who knows what the package is when you're dealing with crazy people, okay? So it's like you can medically target different areas of people's bodies, okay? Female tarot reader. What was the question again, collective? Final, yeah. The collective, and a lot of us are tarot readers, some of us, right? And this is what my family did to me. They just sold me off to science, so they thought, collective. Now they're going to be chicken bones in space, collective. Chicken bones in space. Okay, St. Paul, let's read them all. Stripped of uniform and badges, high vibrational energy, sexual harassment, ice cream lover. Okay, collective, hopefully you got something from it. If you didn't, that's fine too. And I'm sure most people aren't going to stay for the whole time, but that's okay. I appreciate you anyway. And if you like the video, like the video.